Welcome back. Today I'm going to get you through the basics of to introduce to the basic of Python programming. Before I start, I would like to thank some user who got back to me and said they couldn't really hear my voice. I hope that for this video the sound will be better. And I've tried already to order another new microphone in this case. So we are going to use for this video or for this course today Python, as you've already seen, and then I would like to show you how to set up your interpreter. And so let's get started. So as you can see, I've already have my Python 3.10 here as interpreter. If you click here down here, you could see that here you can add in an interpreter. I'm going to show you how it looks like. And for instance, in my case, I use Conda environment. Please check my former video, the previous former video, where I show you how to install and set your Anaconda. And when you have it set on your machine, then you have a location that shows something similar like this. And then depending on the version of the Python that you will have something like this. In my case, I have 3.10, 9, 8, 7, 6, and 2.7. So when you set it up and you choose it, it will just the interpreter. For instance, if you see the interpreter, in my case is this, and then when you have the interpreter ready, and then you can just click on OK, and then your interpreter is set. But in this, since it's already set on my machine, I don't need to do it again. Again, please make sure that you have the Conda environment and your Anaconda install, and then it is really easy. You go just to when you start, you go to file, you open a new project, and then you go to the project of your choice. In this case, this one is already done for me. I could use another project, but I could use another project, but it's not necessary in the case. But let's see, could I show you? No, all these things are already open for me. Anyway, you just have to do it that way. You create new project, and then you create the project, and then you go to the part where you want to have your project set up, and then it shows you the interpreter that you want to set. Pardon, sorry, I will just go back here at the interpreter, and then it will show you this kind of mask, and then you will just see how choose your environment, and then you choose the version of the Python, and then it will just automatically find the Anaconda if it's already installed on your machine, and then and then it will show a path like this, exactly like this, and then you just have to create and that you are fine. As you can see here, I have different environment that on my machine, but like I said, I prefer using the Conda environment here because most of the things that I'll be doing will be on the more on using Conda environment, since it's more for machine learning and data science things, and for me it's quite suitable and really easy. Good. Then I can cancel this part now. Okay, now let's start with the basic of Python. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to create under this folder a new Python file that I will call let's say Python introduction. Okay, I don't need to tap .py. I just have to click enter, and this is how it is. And now this is my file, and this is my new file under this file. So good. So what could be our first program? For instance, as you all know, the first thing that we all do when we want to learn programming is the basic thing that we all know is do print hello world, right? So this is our first program. So now that we want to have it, we want to see if it is really printed on the console. What we have to do, we don't need to Control S or save, but I always do it because it just a reflex. So I will go back to my file. I will just right mouse click. I will just say run introduction, and then you see here on the top it shows you already it has already set it for me. It run it immediately for me. So this is our first program that we have. You see under the on the console, you can, yeah, it's here, hello world. Okay, you can just see here down you all see have all these tabs here. Run, you see under the run you have here you have the to do, the problem that it will show you, the terminal, and this is my terminal. For instance, under this terminal, okay, I can just even change. I don't know if I can change the let me see. I should just check what is inside. Now here I have the base here, this pattern. Okay, let me see if I can conda info. What does it show? Is it going to, okay, it shows me this. Okay, conda ends pardon, ends, okay, because I want to show the environment that I have. Okay, yeah, let's go back to conda info. Okay, it shows everything that you can do here. My active environment, you can see it is this one, but basically I could just change it and create another environment where I can switch in order to work from the terminal, but I don't need to do it now. This will be another video for another day. So basically let's go back to our run, and then we go back to our course. Okay, so now you've seen, you already run the first program, program on using PyCharm. So what do we have in Python? So how do you, for instance, do for instance a comment in Python? How do you write a comment in Python? So let's say I want to say, okay, this is my first program. How do I have to write it? I will just say write it this way. I will just say this is my first program in Python. Okay, that's how I'm going to write the program. This is a one way. For instance, now I want to write a program. After writing a piece of code, I will just comment. Sorry, we say print. I can just say like this too, double quotation. I will just say this is my first program. I will just say I can write a comment like this. This is my first program. Alright, and then click save. Then if you want to run, you can either go here again, or you can do here, right click, and then run introduction. You see now you have hello world, this is my first program. This is a comment. This is a one way to write a comment. Okay, there's another way you can write comment as well, in case you want to have a long comment. Let's say, for instance, I want to write, for instance, like this is the first day of my programming course. All right, this is the first of my programming course. Let's say, and I hope you enjoy it. Okay, I can do this in Python. You can do like this. Do you see? This is how you can write, and then you bring it here inside here. Yes, and that's how you can write a command, a long text that you have, instead of writing it here in the same line. I hope you enjoy it. It is too long, and so on and so on and so on. It's not really sometimes really nice, but it's always nice to have it this way. As far as I know, I think you can have this. Actually, if I remember, you can have this kind of quotation as well. It's not only that the double quotation, single quotation. You can have it as well. That's why. Let me copy this, and I put it here. And this is what you can have as well. You can do it both ways. So because in Python you don't have, I think in Python to do this, you don't need, you can either do the double quotation or the single quotation, so it doesn't really matter in Python. So it means that basically what you can do, the print hello what I have above, I can still write it this way: print hello world. So it's the same thing, it doesn't really matter. So if I can run this, I can just say, you will see, I can go back here and just, there we go. This is our hello world again. So you can use the both. You can use both way. So now I'm going to show. Let me go ahead and then I comment this, for instance. No, I separate this. Yeah, it's not really that I come. Yeah. So now, if you want to, for instance, let's say you want to do something like backslash. Let's just play around. You just do print. All right. This, and then one single quotation and this. What do you think that is going to? And one, and within the single quotation and one double quotation. What do you think that is going to print? I'm going to think that it's going to print a single quotation. Let's play around. Okay, yo, let's play. Yo, he really did it. So now let's try now double quotation, and then a single quotation in between. And I'm expecting a single. Yes, he did it again. Then he printed a single quotation. Okay. Now, what do we expect to have when I do this? Single quotation, and then backslash this. What do we expect? Is it? I believe that I believe that this is not the end or the beginning of a string or whatever. I think if I print this, it's going to print me only this one, the one single quotation. But let me try it. I'm not so sure, but I believe so. Let's run it here. Yo, then I was right. It's exactly, it printed that one. Okay, now let's try now with the double quotation as well instead of single one. And I'll do this. single quotation, this, and double quotation. So I expect to have a double quotation as well. Let's run it. Exactly, it printed a double quotation. Okay, now it means that we can play around. If I want to say now print single quotation, this is like this way, my first programming course in Python. This way and that way. Oops, sorry. This and that, and then single quote. No, this way, right? I am really happy. So, what do we expect to come out of it, of this? I'm expecting to have my first programming course in Python in quote, but I'm not sure. But I'm going to try it. Let's run it. Yep, exactly what happened. Okay, so yeah, I said I have to separate it. Run it again. Exactly, and I can put the first top there as well. Yep, and this is it. You see, it's really in quote. So another thing as well, we can try. If I do this, I hope that the screen is bigger enough. Let me try if I can see. If I can make it. If I can make the screen bigger, hope that you guys see it more. I'm not so sure how to make it bigger here, since the view must be bigger. Huh? Sorry, I'm going back here. Right. Anyway, so if we want to write, for instance, let's try this. Let's try this. Print one single quotation \n. What do I expect here? I'm not so sure of this. I think it's going to a new line. I'm not so sure, but let's try. Okay, so it printed this and that, and it went to a new line. Exactly. Okay, let's say now I'll show you some this as well. I will just do now this this and that. Here are and that. Let me see. I'm just trying stuffs around. Let's see what happens. Okay, only one. Okay, it just did he has just started a new line, but above he printed the 2 as well. Alright, and now if I want to do it, let's start with the tabulator. What the tabulator tells us. Let me copy this so that it's faster. Just copy this, paste it here, and then, but instead of R, put T. What do I expect? I expect a tabulator. I think it's not going to print the T. Let's see. I'm not so sure. So it made some space there. So tap, it made some space 4 times, I think so. Let's see. Okay, it made some space here. I think 4 times. Okay. Let's see. We can do this without a tabulator. What comes out of it? Let me try it. Without like this. Let's try it. Okay, so it means that okay, I have 3 space there because it's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, exactly. Okay. No moment. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2. Okay. Then that will be, if I do this will be 3. Okay. Steps. Exactly. So above it was 3 as well. Okay. Good. And now let's try now back slash. I will just copy here the one above. Let's do this. But quote. Sorry. Let's print this. No, not you. Just backslash. So what do I expect? Because we saw it above here. Above here we had this, it printed only 1 quotation if I'm right. Yeah, so I expect it to print only 1 backslash. I'm not sure, but let's try it. Yeah, alright, it prints only 1 backslash. Okay, we can try with complete. Let's print a complete sentence. No, let's try something now with a complete sentence to see if. Okay, let me try double quotation. Okay, I am doing or trying today backslash a new course backslash am I right there? And I do this. I hope you not that I missed something there. I'm missing a double quotation there. Now remove this one. Oh, it doesn't work. Okay, hold on. Okay, it's gonna help you enjoy it. Full stop. Okay, let me print it. Let's run it. You see, what is it printing? It say I'm doing or trying today a new course. I hope you enjoy it. Right. Let me make some space here so that it does not. Okay, let's run it again because it looks better. Okay. Okay. So I've just tried to show you how to use a quotation and the backslash and tabulator and new line and so on. Now let's see if we can have so let me copy this again. I separate this with what we just did from what we just did. This and this. Okay, now let's try to play with something else as well. For instance, if I say number 16 is just a number, right? If I click on the run, does it do something? No, it doesn't print anything. But if I say print 16, does it print 16? Let's see. There we go. It has printed 16. So okay. For instance, we know that for instance 16 is maybe print 12 plus 4. This is 16, right? Okay, what do we expect? I expect to add 16. Alright, that's correct. Okay, and let's try another thing that is really interesting, like I showed before. Okay, I had the 16. Where was it? Is it okay? I forgot to. 16 here on top. Now let's try this. If I say, for instance, hello world, let me put it in this way, and I put the plus here because I want to add 2 strings. Is it what's going to happen here? Let me just do it this way. Put it there. Oh, sorry, there, space, and then a plus here. So I'm trying to see if I can bring those 2 words together. If I run this, what's going to happen? Nothing. You see? But now if I go now to the use the print function. Okay, I'm just going to go and copy this. Copy, and I paste it here, and I expect it to have it all together. Is it showing this warning? Okay, I remove the warning, then let's print it. There we go. Hello world. Now this is another aspect of it. Now let's try to see if you can use, for instance, like we do in a school, in the grammar school. That's we have to like in mathematics, you say x is equal 21, for instance. All right, so if I run this, what happens? I see nothing, right? If I do print x, what does that mean? Does it print the 21 now? I guess so. Yes. So this x is a variable. Let's say change the value of x. Let's say it's 10. Does it print 10 now? Yes. Okay. So we know that x, for instance, let's I go back to my 21. I say we saw that the x 21 is maybe 12 plus 9, right? Let me print print the x again. Print the x. I'm expecting it to print exactly 21 because it's adding it normally, like we all know. So 21. Okay, that's the second 21. Fantastic. Let's try to pass this string to put it in a variable. I will copy it and try to see if something happens. Let's say okay, y is equal this. hello world. Can I print the y, the y, sorry, the y? Yes. Let me see. Is it going to print it? Oh, yeah, no, I don't like this. Okay. Is it going to print the y? I guess so. Yeah, fantastic, it did it. So it means basically what we did here is exactly what we did here. So what is inside here is exactly what is here. So but you have to know something that is really important in Python. In Python, you don't have it's not like in a language like Java or C++ where variable like x or y need to have a type. That means that here you should be an integer, actually, like we write in Java or C or C++. In Python you don't have to do, but we can do it, but you don't have to do it. So it means that everything that we did here with the y is like this, x is 21. In Python you don't have to have to specify the type. It is not necessary. But what is really important in Python, it is always important that you really make your variable to be well understood. It means that if I want to say something like I want to declare a variable, it's really important that the name that we give to a variable is really well and one can really identify what it really is according to the value that you put in that variable. For instance, if I say, for instance, number is equal 21, one knows that is a number. Or I say for instance, course is Python. Okay. Yes. Yes, this is how you have to do it. It means that you have the course Python, then you have number is 21, and then you just to print course, print as we just by now know, and then you say course is no, I already have course. I just need number. Okay, now if I need it, I will just have to go and print those things, and you see I have Python and 21, and it shows me exactly. And in Python, what is really nice as well, for instance, when you have, for instance, let's say a number, for instance, you have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So in Python, it is really a particular in Python. You can even make sure that you even separate the number with underscore in order to be more readable, because before you cannot, without the separation, you cannot really read those things. You see, now you can really read it and you can really separate it. Let me see if you can really print it. Let me see, print number. Let's see. Exactly. But this is, you can read it this way, but in order you can do it as well. You can print the number, but in order for you to be able to read it, you can have like, you can write it in Python like this, or you can as well, or you can as well do it in the same like this without the underscore. So it means that Python, but you see, in order for you to read it, it's really difficult and it's really not really readable. Python allows you to really do this separation with underscore so that you are able as human to really figure out, okay, this is one, yeah, this okay, I'm already around 19, this is 50 560 7 billion, and 1,234 trillion. Okay, it is readable, but here it is really difficult. Okay, you really have to separate, to really concentrate to read. But in Python you can really put the underscore, and then you can even print it with that underscore. So it is really nice feature that Python has. Okay, guys, this was the first introduction to the basics of Python. In case you are really new to Python, these are the basic things that you should first of all know and to go through and to understand how some certain things function in Python. So guys, if you like the video, I hope that the sound quality is better than the previous video. And like I said, I've ordered a new microphone in order to be able to do better recording with the new microphone. I hope it will be there. It will be here at my place as latest next week, and then I will be able to have a better quality, sound quality of my recording. Guys, if you enjoyed, please give me a thumbs up and feel free to subscribe and activate the notification bell. See you next time for another video about Python. Thanks.